That's another thing about cats. I seen this when I was dealing with all them people. That's where they came from. When I was dealing with all these people, I seen a group organization. They can do something to cats and make them monitor you. And it just started getting more and more and more. But like I said, they hold familiar spirits. It was like every one of the the females that should have came. The cats were looking like the female. And then it's something about the spiritual realm. Like if you don't buy it, it ain't your cat, you know. And they act more like humans than anything. And you'll know that if you don't feed them and take care of them. Oh well, if you don't feed them, they'll treat you like how humans treat you when they can't get what they want to get out of you. I learned all that stuff here. I would have took them off a long time ago, but like I said, somebody was letting them build up to get on my nerve. I ain't gonna get on my nerve because I don't get attached to nothing. I'm used to things walking out my life. I ain't never bought nothing. The only thing that was taken from me that I own was my child. I don't get attached to nothing else. I don't get attached to nothing unless it's I do or my child. Otherwise, I don't deal with it. Not like that. That's why when I had female friends, I just had female friends with benefit. And them cats poison. Them cats scratch your ass into the hospital. I can only touch one of them, but that's the main one that they was all dealing with. And Shawty was good at magic. Shawty loved to do magic. So I was trying to keep her out the way to keep her, but she kept jumping in. I gotta follow the universe. I gotta follow the universe when it comes to that. There might be a sign. I felt like the spiritual realm was telling me to get rid of them in a while. I seen somebody do that in an organization, bro. They got some kind of book they use when they finally sign up for this organization. And it shows them stuff, tricks. I couldn't believe it until I actually saw it. I seen somebody have a demon cat, make a demon cat or something. I don't know what the hell kind of cat that was, but that cat had a deep growl or yawn like a dog. And it spooked me out. And I called the cat Smoke because it was like the cat will appear out of smoke or something, or black dirt, or like a black mist. I'm sure it probably came from somewhere, but it was dark. But when the cat was meowing, the cat sounded like a dog. It was deep like a dog. It wasn't a big cat neither. And the cat was solid gray, and the eyes were black, solid black. And somebody I was dealing with around the time that was trying to swap destiny swaps with me, that ran off to another city. I asked him, I said, they said you did that to that cat. How you do that? And he didn't really go into detail. He just said, he told me about that book. And I said, that's amazing. That's amazing. I guess that's what make group organizations. It's like all this stuff, bro. It's always something. Like after these cats gone, there's gonna be something else pop up. It ain't nothing that got nothing to do with me. Nothing. It's just something to get on my nerve. But like I said, it's like they programmed and they can't stop. God will have to stop them. Justice will have to stop it. They try everything. Sometimes I used to think I was just being initiated into something without my consent, like in an organization. And it was like I need to try to figure all that out before it go away. I'm tired of it now. 40 years of that man. Some of the people that's in the organization, I know them, and they ain't intelligent at all. They ain't got nothing going for themselves to be smart. And I'm like, if I ain't passed the test by now, I ain't gonna pass the test. Y'all trying to kill me. So hell, just get rid of everything. Get rid of all of them. Just cutting everything out. Get rid of all of it. Get rid of all of it. One of them scratched me on my chest the other day. And I said, yeah, you gotta go. So you gotta, cause they pausing me. And I swell up when they do that. They send some people to the hospital. They send my niece to the hospital. Then you gotta go. They multiplying. They coming from the other house. Cause it's like a trail way. They coming from the house. My grandpa cats. He couldn't get rid of them. There'll be some more cats come. It always been like that. I was asking my grandpa about that the other day. Why they keep following us? And it was like with him, with grandma, it was like grandma was feeding them though. I know that's probably why they stayed, but it didn't matter if you feed them or not. If you don't feed them, they're supposed to go away. They'll still linger on. And I just seen my grandpa growing up, cause we at this farm. My grandpa would just put them on the back of the truck and take them off. I don't know where they take them to. They had a chicken house somewhere. That's probably where they take them to. They had a chicken house, but hell, I don't know where they take them to. Y'all, I ain't got no animal. I ain't got nobody but God and my ancestors. I just treat them good. I don't treat them bad, but they not my animals. I had animals, but them was pit bull. I used to raise pit bull, but them cat, they mysterious. And it was like when I got rid of that one individual that was a witch, I know she was a full-blooded witch. It was like, when I finally got rid of her, that cat popped up, doing the same thing she does. And I would have been got rid of her, but I ain't have a ride. I just, you know what I'm saying, let it go until they got on my pop nerves and he got rid of them. But cats is mysterious, man. And I know she'll do something like that because she got on my nerve. Because when I done met a female before that was supposed to be a twin flame. She sacrificed me and said it, told me she was gonna sacrifice me. And I said, you can't do that. You'll curse yourself and you'll be stuck around me. And that's what happened. She was stuck around me, couldn't never leave. And even all the evil she had to do, all the evil she would do, I had to embrace it because she couldn't. It was like, it was science. I had to watch all that. And it was just irritating. But finally, I separated her somehow. I just quit going in the direction she be at. And that's when that cat popped up. And that cat looked just like her ass. And I asked, I said, what you do to that cat? And she was jiving, playing around like I was playing. And the dude who did that to that cat, him and her affiliated with each other, like real close. And both of them was attacking me. I was in the car with them one time, and he kept popping off at the mouth. And he tried to smoke with me first. That's when I used to smoke weed. He smoked with me first to try to get me high. And she was in the back seat, and she was instigating. And I just told both of them, I said, unless y'all gonna do something, just start running your mouth, because you blowing my high. And that was it. There's always something. I just get tired of getting attacked. I'm tired of the attacks. I'm tired of the animals. I'm tired of everybody, bro. It's like everybody keep sending stuff to me. Everybody keep playing this dark man. I wish they just stopped. But God told me if people play with magic too long, they'll get addicted to it until basically the spiritual justice have to come and cleanse them. Just get rid of them. And in this situation, it's so many that been playing with that stuff. Most of them on drugs. That's why I've been preaching hard on telling people to quit drugs. Get off the drugs. Get off the drugs. Because I saw it. They in this lab and they on drugs and they doing whatever just to be on the drugs. They don't care about nothing else. They just doing all this evil so they can relax and do drugs. That's it. And sleep with each other. That's all they doing. just on drugs. And boy, they get on these drugs and they think they the prince of the air, queen of the air. It don't even matter, bro. They just, I was like, man, normally when you do drugs like that, a typical drug addict would accept their fate. Not these. They trying to destiny swap with folk and smoke up their money. They done smoked up all their money. Now they want to smoke up everybody else's money. And that's why I've been preaching hard. Just get off the drugs. Because I ain't think I'd never see the day where people are selling their soul to do drugs. But hell, it's here. It is here. Let that go, y'all. Because it's like you ain't getting high like that no more. You just, at this point, you being lazy. Because a drug, even if a drug make you work, it's going to get you to the point where you only working just to buy the drug. So you really ain't working. You ain't no good worker. And you ain't going to work sober. And you ain't going to work when you crashing. And you ain't going to work when you withdrawing. So you ain't worth the job. You ain't worth hiring for the job. And you only time you truly gonna work is when you ain't got you done burned all your bridges. I'm telling you, I was born in these streets, that's why I can explain it. I shouldn't even be able to explain all this like this. But it's like, it's constantly going. That's why I'm telling everybody business. I'm gonna tell you business then. You gonna keep me in this system, I'm gonna tell everybody business then. Every black man y'all throw on me, I'm gonna tell the world how to deal with it. Cause this shit done got irate at this point. You gotta accept your fate if you are doing drugs. These people that's doing drugs out here, man, amazing. It's amazing. Like that group I told y'all about that time that went to the truck stop and did that for some drugs. Man, it ain't even worth it, bro. It ain't even worth it when you get like that. I wouldn't take food off my plate. When I was dealing with drugs, I wouldn't even take nothing off my plate. When it got to the point where I had to take food off my plate, no, the drug got to go. And that's what I did. I got rid of the drug. And it never really got to that to me, though. Because I knew it was, I studied anything I put in my body. And when I started observing or feeling the side effects, I got rid of it. I just got rid of it. And the only drug that didn't do me that bad to that degree was weed. And I was just, when weed get like that, you just give it a break. You know what I'm saying? And weed ain't gonna get to the point where it's gonna take the money out like that. Well, it did for me, you know. Weed just got to the point for me where I just didn't even feel it. So there was no point in buying it. But yeah, the stuff they do with these animals, bro, is dark. It's dark. It's like when I got rid of them two individuals, them cats started coming around. And then it was like the women that supposed to came to me somehow went to them individuals before me. I don't know how the hell that happened. Then the darn more cats started coming. Then they started having babies. And then handing the babies to me, and it just reminded me of these darn women, bro. Like, it done been women leave me, go out there and have families. I probably wouldn't even have contact with them, but they were supposed to contact me, go out there and have family, and come to me like I'm supposed to take care of their families. Stop. Just stop. Just stop. You gotta work. You gotta be responsible. And you gotta do better for yourself. You gotta stand up straight. We living in the times where you gotta stand up straight. You gotta be strong. Stop. You think somebody like me gullible because all the lies ain't even real. I ain't never been desperate. I ain't never been gullible. Ever. And when I was, God taught me quick. God taught me real quick. It's like my ancestors, like when that cat scratched me, I heard my ancestors say, charge. Like they were ready for me to get rid of them anyway. They wasn't my animals. It's like, man, people leave them over here just to get on my nerves. And it ain't getting on at this point, I'm ready to just call out the person who keep doing it. And by the grace of God, they keep hiding and doing things closed door because they chumps and cowards. And there ain't nothing you can do with a coward. but sit there and wait for their time for Anubis to catch up with them, and then finally they out of here. But yeah, that's what it is. It be like the drugs, man. It's like people doing drugs just to have sex. People doing drugs to have a good time. People doing drugs just to even have a conversation. Man, that means you ain't got no more testosterone. That means the drugs done burnt you out and then stop. It's time to stop. Let it go. Let it go. I met a person one time, her name, I don't even want to say, but they were supposed to be ops. I mean, they were supposed to be cops, undercovers. I think I said this one time, and they were dealing with them dark people, same people, and they were doing drugs with them. I said, man, you ain't gonna quit doing the drugs. I'm in my head, I'm thinking you gotta quit doing the drugs to damn be a cop again. He said, why would I quit? Yeah, got his own whole family on the drugs. I'm tired of seeing it. It was like I got burned out with watching uh, the things people do for drugs. It was like I ain't even want the drug no more. I used to do drugs, and I didn't even get a good chance of even enjoying the drug, because before I can even enjoy the drug, I seen how the drug destroyed people around me, that particular drug, and I just quit. I just quit. I said I don't even want to do it because you ain't got no life, you ain't got no family, you ain't got no job, and when you do got a job, it's on the table, it's a bad job. So it's like, I don't want to live no life like that. It's struggle, 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 struggle. And by the grace of God, when I elevated out of that situation, God started showing me congruism and stuff, I realized why drug addicts ain't got no good life. It's because their ancestors let them go. So once your ancestors let you go, you start descending. Once you start descending, guess who's gonna catch you? Satan. Satan gonna catch you. It's just a mess. Let me go fill the cage up again.